So Recore was announced at Microsoft's E3 last year, E3 2015, and it was announced as a third-person action-adventure shooter created by Inafune, the creator of Mega Man, and he worked on Dead Rising, all of that really cool stuff. So expect some platforming elements as well as this third-person shooter. Now, as you can kind of tell throughout this video, is that there will be companions, such as that robotic dog that saved the main character from being destroyed and killing itself, or this big robotic machine that kind of looks like a gorilla. So yeah, this is Recore. I'm super excited to see more of it. It is going to be awesome. Now this is Ion, or Eon, depends on how you want to pronounce it, and this is a game, an MMO, from the creators of DayZ, and it was announced for the Xbox One and the PC at Microsoft's E3 last year, and I'm super pumped for it because it is in the setting that I absolutely love. It's space, and as you can kind of tell, it looks like you will command stations and battleships and all of that. Really interesting stuff. And I hope that those star systems is something that you can kind of like keep track of and make a base. This part was really weird. But yeah, I'm super pumped to see more of Ion Eon. Maybe we'll see it at Microsoft's E3 this year. Who knows? Sea of Thieves, where do I begin? This is an incredibly interesting game, especially for me, because pirates are something that interest me to an extreme degree, and it's by the developers of Banjo-Kazooie and all those super awesome platformers, Rare. Anything by Rare is going to be deemed as good because it will be good, and Sea of Thieves looks to bring the pirate genre to another genre that is very big right now, kind of the MMO light type of genre, something that Destiny or The Division would fall underneath, and to be made by Rare, it's going to be spectacular. It was at Microsoft's E3 conference, Xbox One, PC. Let's go. I'm so ready to watch more of this. Absolutely nothing gets me more excited than Mass Effect. And EA, though they didn't have much of it, just this trailer. Last year, they showed this off at the very beginning of their conference, and they said, hey, we don't have much to show you right now, but here's a little sneak peek of what we've got, and that's all I needed to quench my thirst until this E3. And boy oh boy, I'm so excited. The music choice of this trailer was super cool. The tone looks really different. And I hope the exploration is akin to 1, because I feel like 2 and 3 didn't exactly have that, even though I feel like 2 is the best Mass Effect game. But my god, am I so excited to see this. E3 2016 EA press conference, let's go! So I wanted to keep this part super short and sweet because of me talking about how EA is probably just going to show some Battlefront DLC, but Battlefront gameplay was shown last year. This is what it was. It was a lot longer, great demo, but all I wanted to say was that really I think EA is going to have some Battlefront DLC. Ubisoft, they started off and showed this South Park: The Fractured Butthole. Now, I absolutely love that name. I think it is the most hilarious thing in the world. And when I think of Ubisoft's press conference last year, this is exactly what pops into my mind first. It's based off of the whole South Park gang becoming superheroes and saving their city that way. I didn't play Stick of Truth. I really regret not, and I still might. But this one, oh man, it looks so cool. Right up my alley. Down for some more superheroes, especially with the South Park cast. And yeah, I mean, this was announced last year. I don't really think anybody was expecting it because the creators of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, said, I think that's what their names are, they said they're not going to do any more video games. Well, ha. So at last year's E3, Ubisoft showed off their new IP, For Honor, and everybody over at my house that day while we were watching it was super pumped for it because it looks awesome. And we are expecting them to show so much of it at this E3 because it's slated to come out this year. Do we actually think it's going to come out this year? Who knows? I hope so because it is going to be a sweet team game. So yeah, this was their big new IP, and it's all about dueling against others as a shogun, knight, or a Viking. Super pumped for Honor. I'm making the OT on NeoGAF. I'm so excited for this game. It is going to be super fun, and they're going to show so much of it at this E3 press conference. Get ready.
So we can hit him.
The thing Ubisoft ended off with at their E3 press conference last year was a game slated to come out this year called Ghost Recon Wildlands. Now this one really took my group by surprise. One of my friends was like, Ghost Recon, when it first showed up, and I was like, maybe. And it was. Now this is going to be a open world, heavily co-op based shooter. You can play first person, third person, it's your choice. It's supposed to be coming up this year. Do we think it's going to? I don't know. I don't really think so, honestly. I think it's going to be delayed, but you can bet that it's going to be at this year's E3 at least. So yeah, I'm super pumped for it. Super pumped to play the way I want to play, as that's what they're showing it to be. Now, getting into the Sony section of this video, I'm really happy to start it off with The Last Guardian because this was a game that was announced so long ago and resurfaced last year and is coming out this year. I'm so excited. Sony is going to show a lot of this game, hopefully not too much because it's very story based. Oh man, just watching this, it already makes me sad about what's going to happen. I hope what I think is going to happen doesn't. Who knows? The Last Guardian is here. It's coming out this year, and we're going to see a lot more of it at this E3. Now, another game that really made my group happy watching was Horizon Zero Dawn. It's the new IP from Guerrilla Games. I am so excited to watch this, play this. Because it looks so great, so fun. All the character and the creature designs look so spot on, and I'm so curious as to see how these animals, these robotic creatures, fit into this very natural world, because as you can see, nature has completely taken over what used to be our Earth, and it looks so great. And Sony is really going to be banking on this because after Uncharted kind of being sent off, there's going to be no more Uncharted games. Sony needs a new IP, a new franchise, and I really feel like Horizon has the chance of doing that, especially with the great developers of Guerrilla on it, because what they can do is outstanding, and I'm super excited to see more of this at this year's E3. Media Molecule, the creators of Little Big Planets and Tearaway, showed us what they were working on, and it was spectacular. It was one of the coolest things of the show, and it's called Dreams, where you get to make whatever's on your mind into games or little movies or something super cool. It's something very similar to what we saw on the PlayStation 4 reveal, with the Move controllers and like making the characters move around. And it's called Dreams. I don't know if I already said that. I don't remember, but it looks super interesting. I'm totally gonna get it, and we're for sure gonna see more of it at Sony's E3 press conference this year. Oh man, guys, I'm so excited to see whatever Media Molecule is working on.
Again.
There is absolutely no words for this, so let's just bask in the greatness of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
But after the long calm, there are now the beginnings of a stir. The reunion at hand may bring joy, it may bring fear, but let us embrace whatever it brings. For they are coming back. At last, the promise has been made.
Shenmue 3, motherfuckers. We made it. This is it. Shenmue fans finally got what they wanted. It was a Kickstarter, which I don't know how I felt about that, but this really sealed Sony's conference as one of the best ever, if not the best. Shenmue 3, here it is. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be crazy. It's probably going to come out in 2 or 3 years, but whatever. Hey, we got the announcement of it. Super pumped for it. So yeah, guys, this was my E3 recap video. Not exactly what I wanted to do with it because I didn't have enough time, but this is it. I hope you guys are super pumped for E3 2016. It is going to be awesome.
Is in your hands now.